My life has changed a lot recently. I moved from a small town to the biggest city in my country, and I also started a year in the best technology university in my country. Besides that, I stick to producing beats and recording these videos every day. I understood that all grind I did before that was actually just a warm-up. So I want to tell you how actual grind looks like and why we can always do more. I'm Mordalski and I will help you make your first K selling beats. Okay, so my whole life before that, my whole producing story was generally producing in high school, because I started producing slightly before high school, so during holiday, like slightly before holiday, before first year of high school. I've been producing for a whole high school, so generally making beats was always kind of a part of this high school life for me. So for me, generally grinding was at first 2 or 3 months during a year, during a vacation. I had ability to just be 24/7 on this grind, because I've been making money on beats. I didn't have to go to some job. I was just making beats for, let's say, 2-3 months during a year, and I was good with that. Okay, but for the rest of the year, when I was like, studying and stuff, for me, the hardest grind was going back home at like 5 p.m. from school and the gym, and then doing some producing. Okay, so sometimes I was doing producing in the morning before classes, so let's say waking up at 5 a.m. and doing some producing. Sometimes it was, let's say, going back home and starting producing at, let's say, 7 p.m. basically. So grinding was pretty easy. I always had few hours just to put into my work, basically. Okay, also I had weekends that were like, completely free for me. Like I had totally like, a lot of time to go to parties, hang out with friends, and also to put in all that producing. And I was able to make a lot of progress during this period in producing. And I thought that this is kind of hard grind, because sometimes I was back home at, let's say, past 5. I was thinking, yeah, but I don't have much time. I need to wake up early at 6, and generally it's kind of difficult. Right now, I live in student accommodation. Like this is the biggest city. I have like a shit ton of studying. Like, I mean, at this point the only thing I'm doing is like going to lectures, studying, doing my beats and sleeping. So I have like a lot of studying basically, because I don't have much time for producing, definitely. And I need to be on the train 2 times per week, because I had to record these videos at home, because I'm living in student accommodation with this friend of mine, and basically I don't even have my PC to record. I don't have stuff to do editing, so I need to do all my recording for this channel in my home. So I go back to my home for a few hours on the train. I'm sitting here and recording. So basically I want to tell you that I really have I standing bad with time, okay, because I have only like 1 proper day for recording, which is like today for me during a week, and I have like maybe 1 or 2 hours for producing at best during like my regular day, because I just need to go to lectures. I need to do a lot of studying. I also need to do some basic chores, because now I'm not living with my family. I'm living by myself, like in this student accommodation. So basically a lot more responsibilities, a lot of like these little fucking tasks, those little chores that you need to do, but they are just consuming a lot of your fucking time. And at the same time I'm also doing a bulk, and I'm also training. I'm trying to get even more fucking shredded than I am right now, so I don't really have much time. So now, how does producing looks like for me? Because in the past it was for me definitely, I thought that I'm grinding because I'm sitting from 7 p.m. after studying to like 9 p.m. and I need to go bed kind of late. But now for me, kind of the real thing is just producing on the fucking train. So I would never like come up with the idea of producing, let's say, in the bus going back from school, but right now literally when I'm going back home from the city on the train, I take my fucking laptop out and I'm producing. I'm mixing my beats, I'm making some melodies, I'm making some stuff, and okay, literally like produce those beats and then I upload them to the internet. I'm literally doing it on the train. Literally people are sleeping around. I'm also tired as fuck because I'm on the train after lectures. I definitely would love to take a nap, would love to do and something else, but I'm just sitting and producing on the train, okay? How does it look like when I'm in student accommodation? I literally go to lectures, so I'm usually back at, let's say, 4, 5, 6 p.m. from them. So then I need to do studying, I need to make some dinner, I need to do training, I need to make some extra meal for my bulk diet. And so then I usually start producing at like 10 p.m. So basically, if you watched my previous videos, I've never been a fan of producing in the evening, but honestly right now I don't even see another way around it. Like, I am trying honestly to start getting up more early, but I always get so like flooded with like studying coming from the uni that I always end up like staying up late to like, let's say, no, 12 p.m., 11 p.m. So basically I just really sometimes think that the best option is just producing in the evening, okay? So yeah, that's basically how it looks like. And a lot of guys, and now, so I talked about how does it look on the train, how does it look in the student accommodation. So now how does it look like with like being back at home, because I'm like one solid day at house, because I came back like yesterday at 9 p.m. and I'm leaving tomorrow at 3 p.m. so I will not be at home too much. I'm like 100% at home only today. And basically a lot of people will hang out with some friends from hometown, a lot of people will just study, a lot of people will just rest. I'm recording from the morning. I started today by writing scripts, and now it's 1 p.m. I'm recording. I decided to record 4 videos today, just keep my weekly uploads basically. So I literally at this point don't even have like, I thought that when I will go to the uni, I honestly thought that my biggest like thing for the first, let's say, few months will be as in high school, so generally socializing with people, like understanding the whole fucking ecosystem around this university. But honestly, it's just kind of the opposite. Like, I don't even like have time to think that, yeah, I would love to hang out with my buddies this fucking week. I would love to grab a beer today, go for a date or something. I always thought about this kind of thing as excuses that I don't have time to hang out with friends, I don't have time to go to a party, I don't have time to get a girlfriend. I honestly don't have idea how the fuck would I fit, let's say, a 2-3 hours date in my schedule these days. I literally have no idea, because at this point, like, my whole time is fucking consumed. And I don't even want to say that I'm the biggest fucking, I'm the most hardworking producer in the game, because that's not true. I also sometimes just scrolling for, let's say, 20 minutes on YouTube or something. Yeah, I also sometimes wasting time. That's fucking true. But basically, I just want to tell you that as an experience, that if you really like, if you just have few solid hours per day of free time that you are right now putting into video games, watching some content, watching some movies, whatever, bro, like, you are so fucking blessed. Like, I used to be this guy, I was spending, let's say, it was when I was like 16, 15, I was spending, let's say, few hours watching content on YouTube or even playing video games. It was more when I was 15, and I was thinking, yeah, I don't have time for studying, I'm so fucked up, I need to study more. And I had like a lot of fucking time. Then I was like a little bit older, I stopped playing video games, I stopped watching so much content, but still I was like, taking some random nap in the middle of the day. I was just watching something that was not really that valuable. I was spending like 2 or 3 hours this way, and I was thinking, yeah, I don't have time for producing, I can make daily uploads for my YouTube channel. And right now I just have like, I wake up at, like, honestly, now in the uni, I wake up fairly late because it's something like 7 a.m. So I wake up, I go to those fucking lectures, and depends on the day, but I generally go there and I'm back at something like 3, 4, 5 or 6 p.m. So it's 6 p.m. I still have to do some dinner, some other dish because I'm at the bulk. I need to do the training, I need to do some studying. I take a shower, whatever, and I also need to do my fucking daily upload. Okay, I'm also thinking about uploading to this channel. So basically, like, I don't want you to feel sorry for me, because what the fuck, I chose this grind. Okay, I didn't have to do this thing, so I enjoy it. Honestly, it's kind of fun to just be in this constant fucking work mode when I'm thinking all the time that, yeah, I need to do studying, I need to do producing. But by the way, the important kind of side point for that is that if I would be flooded with some micro priorities with that, so I would think, yeah, but I also want to do this hobby, I also do this sport on the side, I also want to do this, I would like fuck up totally. The only thing that is keeping my thing together is the fact that I just have straight priorities. So I know, okay, so I'm doing upload for this one type B channel, and I need to record those videos, besides like studying and stuff. Okay, if I was like, yeah, but I also want to test this new product, I want to test this new fucking funneling method on this channel, I want to test new fucking video format, it would be so fucking bad. I would plateau, and then I would go like this. Okay, my views would go so fucking down, I definitely would make no progress. So that's kind of tip for you if you're in a similar situation. Basically, it's not educational video, honestly. I just want to give you this video as an example that even if you think that you're grinding hard, that's not true. There are some games who are more fucked up than me. I'm like that you're having a job, I know, maybe you got a child, I know, like you have some fucking problems with family. Like I only now I understood that that's the fucking fact, that there are people that are always even more fucked than I am, and they are still like on this grind. They are still trying to do that. There are people who, like, you know, by accident generally got into having a child, let's say, and they still stay on the grind. They are still able to like run a business to make a lot of money, and like big fucking respect, because now I understand that there are really levels to this. So like I don't even really have like specific script for that. Basically fuck this script, because I just wanted to make this video to make an example that if you have few free hours per day to put into your fucking passion, which is producing, if you watch this, you're so blessed. Okay? And when I have like this one free day for recording, I have like every day I have time for a little bit to upload, I'm also blessed. Okay, even if you're more fucked than me, like bear in mind there are people who are more fucked than you. So I think that for the main point of this video, we just should appreciate how fucking privileged we are having some time for growing our like beats business, for becoming better producers. Because I didn't appreciate it when I had like this kind of time between high school and university. I thought, yeah, but I just have time and whatever. Wow, like when I think about having like free fucking week, I mean that I have 7 days only for grinding. I could spend this time so much more productively than I used to, because I just stopped understanding the value of that free time. And now I can tell you, like, this is game fucking changer. Okay, there is no one single more valuable asset we possess than time. So if you have some free time to put into your passion, you don't need to if you have free time, don't try to sell it for money. Don't trade your time for money. Try your time for building yourself, for building your business, building your skills. Okay, that's maybe it's fucking like vague advice. Maybe some people will tell me that I'm like some fucking YouTube coach right now, but basically my whole point of this video is understand the value of your time, because like you will never probably be in more privileged position than you are right now, because every year you just kind of, you are not even thinking about it, but every year in a weird way you are getting more responsibilities. When you were a young child, totally like 9 years old, you had no responsibilities, even though you thought you have, because you had to study for a fucking, I know, math exam, when you had, some fucking multiplying and this kind of stuff. Okay, you had to understand the fucking negative numbers when you were 12, and you thought, that's so fucking difficult. And you still had a lot of more time than you have now. You were 15, you had first year of high school, I have so much responsibilities. Now when I think about a whole high school, it was so easy compared to now. And I guess if I would be in the position where I'm in some regular fucking job, where I have to work there, take some overtime and think about it at home too, and I would have a wife, I would have kid, and I would think, fuck, I would love to go back to the university times when I had still all the time. So yeah, I just have this in mind. Appreciate that you have any time for pursuing your passion, and use it wisely. Use your fucking time to build yourself. Don't sell your time for money. Trade your time for building yourself, building your business, making better beats, basically. If you're a producer, you probably are, if you're still watching at this point. So that's my whole message for today. If you want to go on the course with me every week, I also want to see my courses on selling beats, and you want to join my community of producers, you can go into first link in the description. That's all for today. Bye.